Hello my YouTube friends. Billy, get back, get back, get back. Hello my YouTube friends and welcome to another episode of Magnum Videos. Tonight we're going to cook something very special and hopefully very delicious. So stay right there. Alright, this evening we are going to have sweet and sour chicken. So we're going to need to make some rice. We're going to need to rinse this first and then put it in the rice cooker. And while the rice is cooking, I'll be making some sweet and sour sauce. So let's get started. First of all, we rinse the rice. Need to rinse it 3 times to get all the dust out. And it'll make it much tastier. So I'll go ahead and rinse this and then I'll put it in the cooker. Alright, we have our ½ cup of rinsed rice, and to that we add twice as much water. So we're going to add a cup of water, and we had a little bit of rice left in the cup, so we'll put that in there because we don't want to waste anything. I grew up back in the 50s and the motto back then was waste not, want not. So we put the rice and the water in the cooker and we turn it on. Need to have a power supply here. Okay, and that's on cook. That will cook until it's done, and then it will go to warm, and it will keep it warm until everything else is ready and we're ready to eat it. So I'm going to go ahead and start on the sweet and sour sauce while this is cooking, and let me get that set up and I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're ready to mix our ingredients for our sweet and sour sauce. We start out with 4 tablespoons of ketchup, and to that we add, let me look at my recipe here, a ½ cup of water, which I have in this measuring cup, a ½ tablespoon of vinegar, which I have in here, and in case you don't know, 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon, so it would be 1½ teaspoons if you don't have a ½ tablespoon measuring spoon. And then also a tablespoon of soy sauce and a tablespoon of sugar. And I have mixed all of that in this measuring cup so we can put it all in at once. So we're going to add this, and then we're going to heat this up a little bit on the stove until it gets warm. And then when it gets everything all mixed up and warm, we're going to add our cornstarch mix, which is 3 tablespoons of water and 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. So we'll let that set in there and we'll get that all mixed up beforehand, and then we'll put that in here and that will thicken it up. So I'll put this on the stove and I'll be back in just a few minutes. Actually, just a couple of seconds for you. Alright, this is just bubbling away here. I've got it on low, and we have our cornstarch and our water mixture all mixed up. So we're going to add that a little at a time to this mixture while we're stirring it. And this will be a thickening agent, which will give the sauce a little bit more thickness, a little more gusto, a little more mojo. And there we go. So that should That should thicken that up in just a short period of time here while it continues to simmer. And the rice is coming along nicely. It shouldn't be too much longer. And the only thing left to do is to put it all together with the chicken and sit down and eat it. So I'll be back in just probably about a second and a half your time. Alrighty, the sweet and sour sauce is done and ready. The rice is done. It's gone to warm. We have our breaded chicken here, and we're just going to chop that up into bite-sized chunks. Heat it up a little bit in the microwave, and spoon it over the rice. Mrs. Magnum, or Miss Rosie, will add the sweet and sour sauce to hers. I will add some soy sauce to mine, and we should be good to go. So I'll be back as soon as I get this chopped up, and we'll get it plated up, and we'll sit down and take a bite of it and see what we think. So it'll be, as I said before, about 2 seconds for you, and it'll be about 3 or 4 minutes for me. So don't go away. The best part is yet to come. All right, here we are. Completed job. Let's give it a taste. I have a little soy sauce on here. I did add some sweet and sour sauce. I decided to go ahead and try some anyway. All right, let's see how this comes out. This is delicious. Just to let you know, Miss Rosie told me to tell you that her rice cooker came from Salvation Army for $1.50, and it works like a brand new one. It's perfect. It makes beautiful rice. The chicken fingers that I used, the chicken tenders, those came from Price Chopper, already cooked, ready to go. All you got to do is chop them up. I think they're like 99 cents a piece or something like that. And the sweet and sour sauce, I will put the recipe in the description. Excuse me for just a second here. So, feel free to leave a comment, leave any questions if you didn't understand anything, and until I speak with you again, even after that. Oh, before I say that, I want you to know that I don't know what you guys are going to do right now, but as for me, I'm going to eat the rest of this because it is absolutely delicious. So, until I speak with you again, and even after that, you stay focused.